All right, folks. It's 9:01 Mountain Time. Today is February 28th, 2023. We are now on the record in docket number CC-2022-OGR-01-002. This is the time set for the continuance of the integration hearing in the matter of the application of Snake River Oil and Gas, LLC, for the integration order consisting of Section 30, Township 8 North, Range 4 West, Boise Meridian, Payette County, Idaho. My name is Mick Thomas. I'm the Oil and Gas Administrator presiding over this docket. Pursuant to Idaho Code 47328-3D and IDAPA 0411-01-561, this hearing was continued to gain further evidence on one specific topic. The evidence presented today is restricted to the following, and that is evidence clarifying whether Snake River complied with Idaho Code 47328-3B's mailing and notice requirements for known and located uncommitted owners, working interest owners, and to the respective city or county where the proposed unit is located. This evidence will help me to determine whether Idaho's Code 47328-3B's requirements have been fulfilled. Evidence outside the scope of this topic will not be accepted. This hearing is virtual via Zoom as authorized by IDAPA 0411-01-552 and is being recorded in Zoom as required by IDAPA 0411-01-651. We also have a backup recording device for audio that I'm using currently. Please mute your microphones until you are called on. Please speak loudly and clearly when it's your turn. If there is a disturbance, you will be reminded to mute your microphone. If the disturbance continues, you may be muted and/or disconnected. Because this is a continuance pertaining to one specific issue, there will not be any public testimony allowed. The applicant has submitted additional evidence that is posted on the OGCC website at ogcc.idaho.gov/administrative hearings. If you refer to that evidence, please use the documents posted on our OGCC website to ensure that we are all on the same page. Please reference the page number by the PDF page number. Will Snake River's representative please identify themselves for the record?
Good morning, Mr. Administrator. Michael Christian here for the applicant.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. Do you have any witnesses here to testify today?
I do not. I have Travis Boney is on standby if he's needed, but I didn't plan on calling him.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Winters, can you please identify who you represent?
Good morning, Mr. Hearing Officer. J.J. Winters, Office of the Attorney General. I represent the Idaho Department of Lands.
Very good, thank you. Do you have any witnesses you will be calling on today?
Mr. Thumb with the Idaho Department of Lands is here if needed.
Okay, thank you. I do not see anyone else that I would call on. Are there any unrepresented parties who received notice of this hearing? Hearing none, we'll move a little bit on into our procedures. First, the applicant will present, followed by IDL, Ms. Winters for an IDL. And then I'll ask questions of the witness or witnesses. I will also allow all parties to make opening and closing statements. And finally, are there any other preliminary matters that parties would like to address before we begin? Hearing none, thank you. Snake River may make an opening statement, and then Ms. Winters. Each party is limited to 5 minutes for their opening statement or less. All right. If there are no opening statements, we'll start the testimony. Mr. Christian, you did say that you do not have any witnesses. However, if you are going to produce information, I am going to swear you in. Mr. Christian, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Christian, you may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Administrator. The reason we're here is because my normal convention in past applications upon receiving copies of the receipts of certified mailings to known uncommitted mineral interest owners after filing of the application as required by 47.328.3b. Normal convention is as soon as I receive them is to email a copy on to Mr. Thumb and Ms. Ramin. And I managed not to do that in this instance. The mailing did occur on September 2nd, 2022. I received the copies on September 8th of 2022. After we completed our hearing in this matter, it was noted that those receipts were not in the record. On February 13th, I emailed them to Mr. Thumb and Ms. Ramin so that they are in the department's possession at this point. And I believe that should clear the matter up if those are added to the record.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. I confirm your dates and your material that you just discussed was presented to the department and posted on the OGCC's website, and they were admitted to the record on the date that they were received. Ms. Winters, do you have any questions of the witness at this time?
Not at this time, hearing officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Just going through some work here, stand by. All right. The other party on the call is the Idaho Department of Lands. Ms. Winters, do you have any witnesses or testimony you'd like to provide today?
I would defer to my client, Mr. Thumb. If he has any questions.
All right. Hearing none, I do have a clarifying question for the applicant. Mr. Christian, did you notice working interest owners in your mailing?
Well, I take working interest owners to, to the extent they're not included in Snake River's working group, and it represents all of those working interests. So it would be noticing itself. So I take working interest owners to mean other working interest in the unit, which would be essentially all the uncommitted mineral interest owners. And they were all noticed. All those who are known were noticed.
Thank you. There's some computer problems here, so I'll just all right, very good. I do not have any additional questions of the applicant or the department. If either of you would like, first of all, if either of you would like to provide closing arguments, I'll lead with the applicant. Mr. Christian, do you have any closing arguments you'd like to make?
Mr. Administrator, only to say that I believe we've complied with 328.3b, and I don't think the delay in providing copies of the mailing receipts actually is a defect under the statute, because all it requires is that the mailing be made, and the mailing was in fact made. We obviously have a best practice of supplying that information to the department, which I think is a good thing, but I think we are in compliance with the statute.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. Ms. Winters, do you have any closing arguments to make?
We do not, Mr. Hearing Officer. Thank you.
All right, very good. Well, I would like to thank everyone for participating and giving the testimony today. I will take the matter under advisement and issue a written decision within 14 calendar days of the hearing, which is May 14th. I will endeavor to have something as soon as possible for everybody on here. And that adjourns our hearing. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop the recording now.